In 2019, I, Sweaty as Your Pits, joined Penguin Slipper's realm, which I meet Sent in. After that's all said and done, I go on and make my own Minecraft Bedrock realm, which later on will turn into a Java SMP, but for now, just a Minecraft Bedrock realm, in which we called Build Your Own Empire. Season 1, it went pretty well. Season 2, we introduced Chops, and I also invited Sent to that. Season 3 was a flop, until later on, I made Warzone SMP, my first Java SMP. And then, it was time. Me and Sent started Warzone SMP, but, you know, we need members for SMPs. We can't just have nobody play on our Minecraft server that I'm paying for. It sucks. So, guess what I did? I went ahead and I looked up small Minecraft creators. Like, literally, that's what I searched up. I didn't search for anything else. Just that, because at the time I was too stupid to realize that I could probably make an application video or something. Which is partially what this is, so like, you know, if you're new watching this, you should like, you know, apply in the description. That'd be pretty cool. You're probably asking yourself, what is Warzone SMP? Well, I tell you, my friend, Warzone SMP was pretty much just factions. You know, I tried to call it something else, but no. It really just turned out to be factions. I just had people get in groups, and we went to war sometimes. Trades, allies, crap like that, you know? People have asked us a lot to do something like this again, and honestly, it just doesn't really work out, at least for me and Sent. We just can't really run a server like that, unless it's fun and organized, and both sides agree to it, in which case, yes, go ham, go to war. But back to needing members.
And then I stumbled upon a creator known as Whatever Cat during a very lengthy process of looking for creators. And he introduced me and Sweaty to many other small creators that actually were pretty good at making content in what they did, and that was the original roster.
Thank you, Sent. And shout out to those three you saw, Thunderzack, CV, and Lightning Liam, for being real OGs of Global. Some important things to point out: those seasons lasted pretty much no longer than a month. We really weren't professional. Honestly, I feel like Warzone and a little bit of Metro, which is coming up here in like just a couple seconds, I feel like that was kind of experimental, except Metro went way better. Although there were some conflicts between me and Pocket, our moderator and server host at the time, it went pretty well. Through the same way of finding members that Sent did, I found Buddha the Diver and DZ Monkey. DZ Monkey, he joined for like one season or something, and then Buddha's not really active, but he's still a nice guy and is somewhat active in the community.
Are we tracking deaths?
No. Yeah, let's make it a competition. Who can die the most?
Wait, what?
Sweaty's obviously gonna win.
Wait.
The date is November 22nd, 2020, and me and Sent realized that Warzone SMP is not doing well. The whole concept of factions has already been done before, and it's not unique anymore. So what we do is we start up a new SMP called Metro SMP. This time, we're smart enough, actually, to make an application video.
Come join Metro SMP. You see the first link in the description? Yeah, that says apply now. If you want to apply now, then go apply now.
There are a few requirements. Obviously, you have to be 13 or older, have a YouTube channel that uploads at least once a month. It is mainly Minecraft. Please don't be a PvP montager. We will not accept you. And another requirement, you have to have a microphone.
As you can see, still not very professional. But that's okay, because we were just about to pick up our game. With the introduction of, to this day, probably one of my favorite members, the Useful Pineapple, he really helped pump up the building skill and community. I tried to get some background footage using some of his videos, but his channel is now privated. I only just realized this like a couple days ago. I'm editing this bit of the video about a month later, and I am now back in contact with him. He's playing on the server, and his channel is now public. You have been warned.
No longer under investigation by the Virginia Department of Highway Safety. So I just finished making up the thickness potion, so let's see if it makes me any thicker. I don't feel any thicker. Hey Phil, do I look any thicker? You don't look any thicker, you just look stupid. Yeah, I mean, I always look stupid, so I guess it's whatever. Well, this potion's making me feel a little funny, Phil. Hey, look, dude, if you're gonna go puke in a trash can somewhere. I ain't cleaning that up. No, I don't think I'm gonna puke, man. But, you know, I think I gotta get out of here. Yeah, man. I gotta get out of here. 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 I need to leave. I gotta leave. This place is driving me nuts.
He's certainly an interesting man. Another worthy name of mentioning from Metro SMP was Mr. Yo Candy, but we don't talk about Yo Candy here. John. But then things would prove to take a turn for the worst.
Hello everybody, I am Sumu MC and welcome to the Radiant SMP channel. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about a few things. One, what is Radiant SMP? A brief history of Radiant SMP, addressing the Metro SMP.
Right around Christmas time of 2020, our server host, who was Lightning Liam's brother, if you remember Lightning Liam from earlier, decided he was going to stop hosting the server for us. So, logically, I needed another option, but I could not afford an actual paid server. So, being who I thought was my friend, since I had known him since Build Your Own Empire, which by this point was about 1 to 2 years old, I turned to our moderator, Sumo, and I asked him if he's able to host our server. Him agreeing flushed me and Sen's work down the drain. Sumo seemed to hate the way I ran my server, and now that he technically owned the server, even though I've done the work, he then rebrands to Radiant SMP, kicks me and Sent out, then he takes all the credit and our members because they don't want to restart the world. Which, by the way, they didn't reset the world, they just changed their name and kept the current world, locking me and Sent out from our own server. However, they would prove not very capable of running a server as they've made quite a few stupid decisions. Now, to keep this as a reminder, I haven't talked to Sumo for a good year, and this is all in the past. This all happened in late 2020. It's currently early 2022 while I'm recording this, so there isn't any more bad blood. In fact, the server Radiant SMP doesn't even exist anymore, so you could say we won that war. All conflict is now gone and irrelevant. Some people we actually ended up gaining after the fall of Radiant SMP were Clear Crescent, Lettuce, and Wolfix. Season 1 was extremely experimental. In fact, something that only me and Sent really know to this day. Using a website called Discord, we made an application Discord and put that on Discord, and then using that's where the bulk of our player base came from. And then from there, we just had friends of the friends that came on, and that was Season 1. I actually plan on using Discord a little bit sometime in the future. The reason why the season wasn't as successful as its later seasons was because, since everyone were already friends before Global, they sort of came as a package, so when one person was banned, many other people got angry. But other than that, it was a pretty solid season. It saw the introduction of plugins like Vanilla Tweaks, and especially our Grave plugin, and everyone really loved Dogs' Fight Club. It saw weekly fights on Thursday nights, that rhymed, and I don't know why, but like half of our player base was from Hawaii, so that was pretty cool. Sadly, we couldn't entirely get away from all the Radiant drama. Bird, who was Sumo's right-hand man, made a few alt accounts and tried to infiltrate us, and in fact, he succeeded once. That certainly was not a good day. They also had a member called Chef Linguini who played on our server, and we were getting suspicious of him. Later on, he was banned. There are only a couple people who still play that joined in Season 1, which are Alligator and Link Smash. If you played and I missed you, please don't sue me. Season 2 was the season that really kicked everything off. We were getting like 6 applications per day. It was amazing. I mean, I know this isn't about me, but my videos started doing really well with Season 2, as did a lot of other creators. This season is just so monumental to what Global SMP is today. There would easily be like 10 people on, just sort of hanging out at the shopping district with no objective, just sort of hanging out with people. And honestly, that was the vibe we were going for. But no SMP is a good SMP unless you have major events. And there were 2 of those. The election started because a guy called Sonk really wanted to run for mayor for literally no reason. Of course, other candidates are gonna step in, who would turn out to be Thunderzak, Marvelous Melon, and Pocket. However, at the time, Pocket was a moderator, and we said people in staff positions of power could not run for mayor. So Pocket then stepped down from moderator just to run for mayor. Shortly thereafter, Sonk stepped down, and it was Thunderzak versus Marvelous Melon versus Pocket Diamond. Then, what I like to call the greatest event was born. Alligator, you look like the groom ready to walk down the aisle. It'll go from left to right. As you can see, I'll ask a question, and then Sent, who is currently representing Pocket because he cannot be here, his answers are not influenced by Sent. They were specifically requested by Pocket, and then Melon will answer them, then Zach.
I finalized my statement.
I want to contest Zach so far. Melon, can you step back? Thank you. Zach, how exactly are you going to do roads? From what I've seen, you do not have very much skill. I know how to English, okay?
Coming out shooting.
I'm reading off
You
of
have to
notes,
say that in my
okay?
face?
I'm reading
Say
off
that
of
in my
notes.
face?
I'm reading off of
Reading off
notes.
of notes.
Whoa,
Alright,
whoa.
security
whoa,
guard,
people,
security! Back it
stand
up,
back.
back it up.
Hey,
I'm reading.
Good times. Zach ended up dropping out, making it just Melon versus Pocket, and once the final votes came in, it was actually a tie. So then something interesting happened. Basically what happened was everyone just said, you know what, screw government, let's have a war. Or not a war, we decided it would be a purge, where you were allowed to steal and you're allowed to kill for 12 hours, and the grave plugin would be turned off so you can steal their stuff once you kill them. That was fun, and it brought up player activity a ton. People who joined that season who still play include Chap, DFHB, Elmer Baby, Deoxys, James, Hub, Jake, Noble Pig, Roofish, Swifty, Packy, that's about it. Oh, and Packy, I'm sorry for pronouncing your name Pakey first whenever I met you. I don't know why. That was pretty funny. There isn't much footage of Season 3 that I can use because the Season 3 world isn't available, and Season 3 didn't last for too terribly long, which, if you don't know, it ended abruptly because, I forget why I did it, but I took the world file out of the server for, I don't know, some sort of moderation purpose, thinking that Cent had some sort of reliable backup on his computer, which he did, but his computer corrupted it because while he was launching it and testing it, he had ignored a Windows update for so long that it forcefully updated his computer while he was on the world. He comes back on his PC to realize, oh wait, well, the world's corrupted. What are we gonna do now? We can laugh about it nowadays, but back in the day, it was really bad. Notable people that we gained from Season 3 are Lettuce K, Ninja Jow, G-Turtle, and Alphamet. This is really where the modern era of global begins. Projects are getting more and more ambitious and people are starting to really make friends here. Season 3.14, or mostly referred to as Season Pi, was named as such because we felt like Season 3 really didn't count. So we wanted an in-between between Season 3 and 4, and it was a darn good in-between. Although the shopping district wasn't too good, we made a really cool city, and I feel like this season was more community-based rather than making money, otherwise known as diamonds. We would all get together at the arena sometimes too. That's about it for last season. And that brings us to present day, Season 4. I can't really say much about this season, since it's only about 2 months old by now, but I can say that so far it's the most developed shopping district we've ever had, and we're currently having an election. The crafting table bandit is ravaging the streets, and the image on maps plugin from Season 2 was added back. Other cool things are being built too, like the courthouse and the TV studio. Well, that's just about it. That is the entire history of Global SMP. In fact, this video would be twice as long if I included a lot more details, which believe me, I could do. I'm just too lazy. I realized in the Metro SMP bit I forgot to mention Wildfire, so Wildfire, if you're there, props to you. Shout out to Wildfire, actually in Warzone SMP too. I never really got along with him very well, but shout out to Pocket. We've been trying to find a member from Season 2, Pandel, who deleted her Discord account, so Pandel, if you're out there, please come back. And I think that's just about it. If I forgot to say anything, it'll probably be in a pinned comment. Other than that, if you're new around here, you can apply down in the description. Please, this took me so long, this took me hours to edit, so please at least drop a like, and then subscribe too if you're feeling up to it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.